Beautiful Aries, this is Tammy from Spot On Psychic Readings, and welcome to your reading for mid-August. I've got to just tell you, I have to have the absolute best viewers on all of YouTube with you all coming in. All of your likes and your subscriptions, subscribing to the channel, and all of your comments. Like, I read all of your comments, and you all are so amazing, and a lot of you have left me super chat thank yous, which was just icing on the cake. It just made my day. It was so sweet of you. So thank you so much. So let's dive into your reading. And I've already shuffled the cards and cleared the energy. And let's see what's coming for you, Aries, okay? Your readings are always quite jam-packed. So let's see what's coming. I've got the goosebumps already. Woo, got this whole wave of energy. Okay, so let's see what's coming in. Aries energy. Please watch to the end to avoid any misunderstandings, because the readings build as we go along, and then I'll pull more cards for clarification, okay? There's a lot of warm energy. I feel a big reading coming here, Aries. So hang in there with me. Let's see what happens here. Aries energy. A lot of energy there. Seems to be some of your confusion clearing up. I had to just go ahead and pull this one. This is Four of Cups. It just had such a big energy. I was like, I need to see what this is right now. So, this has to do with confusion or feeling like you're in a fog, but it was reversed when it came up. So I feel like a lot of that confusion for a lot of you is clearing, like you're having more clarity about things. So we'll get more on that, but I just had to look at that one right away. Let's see what else. Another big energy card. Whew. Okay, let's see. A lot of energy here, Aries, as usual. Okay, let me just double check this one more time. Yeah, we've got it. Okay. There's a message coming in for you, Aries. I'll tell you more about that in a second, but I see some kind of a message coming through. Wow. Okay. Make sure I got them all. All right. So, like I said, you're going to be getting clarity on some of these things I'm going to talk about, because this was really significant that it came up first, okay? Now, there's two messenger cards right side by side, and they're both reversed. So this is telling me a couple of things. You're going to get some kind of messages that you may not like. I'm just going to keep it real, Aries, like I always do. You may not like these messages. One may be about some kind of movement or some kind of fiery message. This could even be from a fire sign, okay? Sag, Leo, Aries, something here about that. There's also somebody's being really dumb, Aries. I don't know how else to put it. Somebody's being really stupid in this picture. This is the Page of Pentacles. This is somebody that lacks common sense or any kind of sense. I feel like this is somebody that just keeps on doing really stupid things. And I could feel your irritation. If the next card here is this Ace of Swords, and I feel like you have cut this out. You've tried to cut this out, but this person keeps trying to come back, or sending you messages, or asking for money, or there's something there about, maybe something about school. For some of you, this may involve school or children or something like that. But these two messengers are just troublemakers, Aries. I'm just gonna say it like it is. These people are troublemakers for you, and you're trying to cut them out. This is the Ace of Swords, and this is you cutting out what doesn't work. And I know you guys are like super tough about things like this, and you should be. Aries is no nonsense a lot of times. You get really impatient with things, and I don't blame you. I feel the impatience. It's like, oh, again, these people, again. Yeah, and there they are. Okay, so let's see what else. We'll get you more information. This is like making me mad for you already. I mean, it's really hard to deal with people that are just being dumb or playing dumb, or I don't know. There's something there about playing the victim and pretending to be dumb. You know, I don't know. I feel like somebody's going to say like, well, I didn't know. When you want to smack them, you know, it's that kind of thing. Wow, I could feel how mad you are about this, Aries. A lot of you really, really stirred up this month. And again, I'm doing this reading for mid-August, so yeah, you know, the month of 2 full moons, it's going to really stir people up, you know. So let's continue with your reading here. Here's the Hierophant coming up. Now, this is often the marriage card. This has to do with commitments. This is coming up right next to either owing money or juggling. And for a lot of you, I feel like there was a situation where a marriage was juggled with a third party. For a lot of you, this was a marriage for, you know, that you were really committed to, and you were juggled. I mean, it just looks like what happened here. And I feel like it was not what you wanted, you know. It feels like maybe even the person in this party was very rigid about something, or thought you were rigid. There's something about rigidity, you know, that's coming up with this card. And it's also, sometimes this card can have to do with religion or religious figures, and take it as it resonates for your situation, because, you know, it's a collective reading, so it won't fit for everybody, and it will be a little different for everybody. But this Hierophant has to do with sometimes spiritual leaders, spiritual guides, spiritual people, religion, dogma, you know, anything like that. Churches, religious organizations. It can be a lot of different things like that, but something was juggled financially and emotionally for a lot of you. So there was something there, I feel like, that was stolen away from you, and you're trying to cut that out, okay? Alongside that, there's Judgment. Now, this is the card sometimes of karma, and in this case, I'm feeling karma really strongly playing out. So, Aries, I always feel like I give you guys the toughest readings, but you know what? I'm just keeping it real. I'm just gonna tell you what I get here in the cards, okay? So, Judgment. Somebody's getting judgment in this picture. So this was karma playing out in some ways. Now, I'm not saying you had bad karma. Some of you may have, you know, truthfully. But I feel like more this was a karmic situation. I feel like the karmic was the third party who came in and juggled you in the marriage. Okay, that's where I'm getting karma from. And I'm feeling like for most of you, judgment is going to be done. I feel like this person is going to receive judgment. There's going to be judgment being received in this situation, okay? There's a lot of anxiety next to this Judgment card, and there should be, quite honestly. This is the card of nightmares. Now, for some of you, this is the third party receiving a lot of nightmares because of this karmic judgment that's going on, because it's flipping on them, and I'll look more at this in a minute. When I say flipping on them, it's like the grass was not greener, is what I'm trying to say. But for some of you, this is reversed. I hope I'm making sense here, because there's so much coming at me. I'm trying to verbalize all of it for everybody's situation, and there's like so much here. So bear with me. I'll try to get to everything, okay? Okay, so for some of you, the anxiety is ending, all right, because of this judgment. Now, for some of you, this judgment can be an actual legal judgment, and this legality has settled. There's going to be some kind of a settlement, and it eases your anxiety. So, and it could be both. You know, for some of you, it could be both kinds of meanings coming up, because there's a lot here, Aries. There's just a lot. There's a lot to cover here, and I'm going to get some clarification. So hang in here. Let me get the rest of these, and I'm going to pull some more cards and try to clarify some of this for you, okay? So the Knight of Swords is coming up around you, kind of hovering around you. This card is a troublemaker, all right? This card is very much a troublemaker. You are moving away from that troublemaker. Some of you may have physically moved to a different house. Some of you may have emotionally moved away from this situation. But this person, represented by this Knight of Swords, narcissistic, mean, something happened really quickly with this card. I feel like this person was attacking your reputation, Aries. This is an attack kind of card. This can be verbal abuse. This is a nasty, mean kind of energy. And especially when I come up with, you know, these little immature pages, little messengers, I feel like somebody's been almost poking a stick at you, Aries. Sometimes I feel like somebody's been coming in going, oh, let me just see if I can, you know, piss off Aries today. You know, and they'll drop you some text message going, well, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to make you mad, Aries. You know, this is a troublemaker. This is somebody who is really playing games, potentially being very abusive. This is somebody who meant to cause trouble. This was no accident. This was not, oh, I didn't mean to. No, this was intentional. This is very intentional, mean, nasty, planned out, scheming kind of energy, okay? So, and it's still around you, Aries. That's the thing. I wish I could tell you that was in the past, but it's kind of like right now. It's kind of like right there, active in your energy, but I see you either moving away from it or trying to move away from it. There seems to have been some delays. This is Eight of Wands reversed. Some delays in everything, in a lot of things, and I think you're worried that things are going to get delayed. And I will tell you this month, you're not going to be real thrilled about this next card. Again, keeping it real. This is Temperance reversed. This is the card of extremism. All right. So in this first pull, this is the final outcome in this first pull, and I'm hanging here. I'm going to get you more details with this next deck, but this extreme energy is kind of where it's headed, like mid-month. It is. And you've got 2 full moons coming in, and it's not going to be easy for any of the signs, but it's really not going to be easy for Aries. I'm just going to tell you, fasten your seatbelt, ground yourself, protect yourself with any sort of protective measures you can from bad energy, okay, for the rest of this month. It's going to be extreme. I mean, when I see Temperance reversed, I'm like, uh-oh, this is somebody out of balance. This can be a person who's very off balance, who's going to be the troublemaker, the narcissist, all that stuff I said earlier. You're going to have to watch out for that one, okay? It comes up as a feminine energy, but take it as it resonates for your picture. What I'm seeing in here right now is some Sagittarius energy. Yeah, definitely some Sagittarius energy for some of you, influencing some of this, okay? So I'm going to get you some more details. Let's ask them what else is coming up. More details, please, for Aries. More details for Aries. Okay, so this is High Priestess. There are going to be some secrets revealed to you, Aries. You're going to learn some things about what I'm hearing right now is you're going to hear who, because you've been wanting to know who's doing this, who's instigating this, who's making up these lies, who's attacking my reputation. You're going to find out. All right, so keep your ears open, and I'm sure you do. But there's some definite secrets coming up, and you're going to be either having dreams or visions about some of this as well. Like some of that information is going to come to you, okay? Look at this. Here's Temperance again. This is the same card I said that was very extreme. Now it's flipped over. So once you have some of this stuff revealed to you, your intuition, on high alert and that kind of thing, there's going to be more peace. There's going to be more flow of energy. And I feel like that extreme stuff calms down, okay? After you find out some stuff in particular. So just know that is going to calm down. I'm really glad to see that they straightened that out. It's like, yeah, okay, at first it was like that, but then pretty quickly it comes up right again, which means the energy balances back out more. So it won't be at that extreme level for long, thank goodness. Because I'll be honest, that had me a little bit worried for some of you. I don't like seeing that card come up flipped like that. Okay. So you're going to be, this is Ace of Wands, you're going to be having some kind of new beginning, Aries. Where you're headed with this is new doors opening for you. You know, what I'm seeing is which door you want to go through, Aries. We're going to open several. There's going to be several options of where you want to move, where you want to work, who you want to be with. It's like, which door do you want to choose? So you're going to have choices is what I'm feeling with this card, this Ace of Wands, new beginnings, potential new money, new feelings of the heart, you know, new love and that sort of thing coming up. And it's right alongside this heartache. So these new feelings, this new beginning is directly caused by this separation that you're in. Sometimes this is a separation. Sometimes it's already happened. You know, it's more than a separation. It's an ending. Usually this card comes with some pain. You know, I feel like, Aries, a lot of you are still feeling the pain of this third party and this juggling, you know, the marriage ending and things like that. You're still in that separation period and you're sad. You know, I feel the heartache on this. For some of you, this is representing not only an emotional broken heart, but it can also be representing toothaches. It can be representing surgeries. It can be representing cutting things out, whatever that is, you know, like, and it's painful. I mean, I get you're going through a painful situation. I've said this many times for you in these readings, and my heart goes out to you because I know Aries is like, you're going through that hard cycle. You just are. Most of you are, but you know, you're tough, you're strong. I don't know many people stronger than Aries. You know, Aries, like, I mean, you guys are tough. You're powerful. You're taking your power back in this situation. So you will get through this for sure because you are getting these new beginnings. There's new commitment and new marriage, potentially for some of you, new home. This is Four of Wands. This is vacation for some of you. This is having to do with new long-term commitments, happiness, family, kind of a peaceful sanctuary for a lot of you. And it's because you're getting past the heartache. What else, Aries? Yeah, moving. Look at this. So here's the Knight of Wands, and this is right beside this this Four of Wands. So a lot of fire energy here, which is, you know, works well for Aries, and a lot of moving into a new place where it's going to be a lot more peaceful. But this is like things are up in the air, and you know, Knight of Wands is galloping towards a big change. You know, big changes in the air, usually relocation. So for a lot of you, your new beginnings are, you know, going to be a new location. You're going somewhere much more peaceful. You may be moving somewhere or vacationing by water, you know, someplace that's really, really balancing for you. Here's a King of Pentacles coming up. So let me ask some more. They're changing gears on me now. Hold on a minute. Hang in here with me and let me get some more details because you're moving, you're figuring out what's going on behind the scenes. You know, you're getting these revealed secrets. And now they're going with King of Pentacles. Oh, an Emperor. Okay. This is really good for Aries because here's Emperor energy, and this does represent Aries. So that's, you know, I always take that as a good luck sign, you know, for you. Green lights and things like that, Aries. This Emperor can also, for some of you, represent father energy. This can represent somebody who's very committed, very strong, you know, very much in control. Sometimes can be overly controlling, quite honestly. But he came up upright, and I feel like he has to do with real estate, and he came up next to King of Pentacles. So for some of you, I think you may be purchasing real estate, and that has to do with the moving and the new home, like that feeling of your sanctuary, you know, your peaceful place. Some of you may be selling real estate, and the King of Pentacles represents somebody who's, you know, maybe a businessman or financial advisor or realtor, especially coming up next to this Emperor card. I feel like there's real estate, you know, or material goods, buildings, that kind of thing, structures. They want me to switch. Okay, we're going to switch over to these cards. Let's see what else, Aries, for you. Okay. And if you're still watching this far, I appreciate that, but whoops, because you'll get a lot more information. Let's see what else is happening here. Okay, look at this is so interesting. They gave us August and December. All right, these are two very important time frames. So we're obviously in August, and they're saying August and December are really, really important time frames for you. There is dealings with a fair-haired woman, so a relationship with a blonde, gray, or white-haired woman in this picture, all right? And this is having to do with December and August. And I would also say December sometimes can represent Sagittarius energy, okay? So I feel like this fair-haired woman, this could represent some of you, Aries, and it could also represent someone in that December time frame. This could either be a time frame or zodiac. So take it as it resonates, and you may not know until you get to December, but you'll think back on this and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. Fair-haired woman, there she is. Okay, you need to be careful of an arrogant, boastful person that you should not cross. Okay, let's ask why. What's that about? Boastful person, arrogant, somebody who's arrogant that you shouldn't cross. That person has something to do with the month of May, which takes me, makes me think of Taurus or something like that. Some of you may know what that's about, but let me see what else they have to say here. They want me to switch over to this one. Boastful person, month of May. The arrow. You're on the right path. So know you're on the right path, even if this boastful person tries to be an obstacle and throw you off. That's part of what they're saying. This could, believe it or not, this could be going all the way out to next May, but I feel like it goes backwards. To me, it feels more, for some of you it'll be next May. But this month of May with this arrogant person, I feel like this went backwards. So think back a couple of months ago to what happened in May. Was there an arrogant, boastful person? Yeah, there's something there about that for some of you. Why do you need to know that? Why does Aries need to know about that? Okay, opportunities and an emotionally secure, loving family. So I feel like that boastful person was trying to throw off your family in some ways, and this could be male or female. Okay, it says a rooster, which would be masculine energy, but it can, it's a collective reading, so it can go either way. And I feel like that person was trying to throw off your family, what was important to you. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you, and there are new opportunities waiting for you. But then what I'm asking about is this rooster card. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is somebody back in May tried to really mess up your family. That's what I'm getting from this, and you may know about that, and I feel like there's going to be some secrets revealed about that, because again, we got this High Priestess card earlier, and I wondered when they might give us more on this. This is about you having dreams or visions, or even hearing actual information about who and what actually happened. Okay? Anything else for Aries? Yes, they want me to pull a couple more of these really quick. Okay. Let's see, Aries, hold on. Last final words for Aries for mid-August. And if you're still watching, I appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Love to have you. Love reading for Aries. Okay, here we go again. This is having to do with Page of Wands, and again, there's a messenger, and this Page of Wands came up first thing. So they're going full circle in this reading. They want to leave you with this. There is going to be some sort of message coming up, and it may be a fiery message. Okay, it may be from a fire sign person. All right, And I have picked up some Sagittarius and Leo energy in here and things like that. So there is some fire energy here, Aries, coming in. That's a conflict. I'm just going to warn you, there's a message coming in. I mean, I get that so strongly here. There's a messenger. And let's assess what that message is. What is that message? What's it about? What's that message about for Aries? It's about a woman. It's about her. Hold on a second. It's about a new path. It's about somebody being foolish. And it's having to do with this fair-haired person. For most of you, I think it's a woman involved in here somewhere. So this could be third party or your partner. It depends on where this picture is going, but I feel like somebody's been foolish, gone on a new path, and you're going to get information and a message about that or from this person, if that makes sense. Anything else about this message? Somebody's very discontent. Yeah, there's Judgment. Okay. The message you are going to hear is this person that messed up your relationship is not happy. They're very discontent. They're not happy. The grass was not greener after all. And what I'm getting is they're getting their judgment. This is twice in this reading, Aries, that the Judgment card came up. So somebody's getting double judgment here, Aries. And it's not you. Double judgment. I mean, I can't tell you how intense that is. I mean, here we are in August with the month of 2 full moons, and you've got double judgment. Yeah, it's a very karmic situation, and the karmic is not going to be happy this month. Just know, whoever has hurt you in this situation, Aries, it's coming back on them tenfold. It really is. It's not going to be fun. So I could probably go deeper with this. There's a lot here. There is so much here. But look for your messages, and I think you're going to really get some answers. There's things you've been wondering about, and you're going to get some answers sometime this month. I feel like this full moon energy, and also, we're in Mercury retrograde right now, and that brings up people from the past and memories, and it makes all of your psychic abilities and your dreams more intense. And this is when you're going to get those inclinations and those inner messages. And be sure to pay attention to those, because that's the universe's way of giving you information, as well as actual messages that are going to be coming through a text or an email or something like that. There's a lot coming in, Aries. It's going to get intense. It's going to get intense, Aries. I'm not kidding you. And I think you already know that. But anyway, thank you all for coming in. And if you're still watching, I appreciate it. And I will see you again next time. Okay, take good care. Love you guys.